Hello guys, welcome back to Beyond the Realms, and today I'm going to be reviewing another Alfred Hitchcock film, and this one's from 1954, entitled Rear Window. Now many people hold this film in very high regard. I mean, I know in many circles this is considered one of Hitchcock's premier films. I've always heard of this movie, just never got to watch it. I rented it from the video store and checked it out actually last weekend. I'm just now getting around to review. But Rear Window tells the story of L.B. Jeffries, which is played by James Stewart, and he's a photographer, and he had an injury, and his entire leg is in a cast, so he can't do anything, and he stays in this apartment complex in the rear of the apartment, and out his rear window is all these other apartment complexes. Like, they're all right there together, and everybody's windows are open. It's a summertime, and he's very bored, so he basically becomes like a peeping Tom. He's sits out back, he's watching people just go about their everyday business. He ends up pulling out binoculars, and you can tell he's amused by what he's seeing. Well, he, well, for instance, one couple, there's a newlywed couple he sees. There's one woman who likes to dance a lot, and then there's this other couple where it seems like they're not getting along too well. And he notices one night the husband going out of his apartment really late at night with a suitcase. And at first he doesn't really think a whole lot about it, but then he comes back, goes into the apartment again, he comes back out with the suitcase and leaves again. He does this a couple of times. Well, Jeff becomes suspicious of the activity. He starts to really wonder what's going on, and basically the story builds around that idea. He thinks that this guy's committed murder, but he has no proof. He just has a suspicion about it, and he's trying to get his girlfriend, which is played by Grace Kelly. Her name's Lisa. He's trying to get her to help him out, and eventually she does. And they go trying to solve and figure out exactly what's going on with this guy across the way there. I like this film, guys, but honestly, I didn't love it, and to be completely truthful with you, I really don't understand why this movie is so highly regarded as it is. I mean, it's a good film. Like, the thing that I like the most about it is the way it was shot. I thought it was excellent. I mean, right when it starts off and it's showing out Jeff's window, and it's showing, the camera's just panning, and it's showing all the other apartments and all the people in the apartments. I thought that was excellent. I love the way it was shot. I mean, it's expertly shot. There is no question. It's just amazing. But really, the movie just, to me, it didn't feel like it was really going anywhere. I mean, I get, the commentary, like Grace Kelly at one point makes a comment that, or no, maybe it's not her. What's the woman's name? There's a maid that comes in. Let me see here. I got the old trusty IMDb up here for reference. Stella, which is played by Thelma Ritter. She's like the maid that comes in, or the nurse, and comes in to help Jeff out. She makes a comment that we become a society of peeping Toms, and that's really, I think the whole point of the movie is just showing that, how we like to watch other people, and I get that. Well, I personally am not a big people watcher. I oftentimes just don't care, I've never been a big people watcher, and perhaps that's why I didn't like the film, because, Jeff just spends his days watching people. I mean, it just keeps going on and on and on, and it just doesn't really start to go anywhere until at the very end of the film. And then, the payoff was so-so, but I mean, it was an ending that I saw coming. It wasn't, like some of these other Hitchcock films where you're like, oh my gosh, like Psycho the first time seeing, if you didn't know anything about it, or Even another one I watched recently, Sabotage, that had a nice twist ending that I didn't see coming. But this one, I saw the ending coming all along. It just wasn't a big surprise. I mean, it was pretty cool how it turned out. It had some neat stuff there at the end, but it just, I don't know, I was just kind of just not real impressed with this film. It is in that Hitchcock Blu-ray box set that's out. This movie is. I believe it's the first Blu-ray release of this too. And I do plan on getting that set, and I will watch the film again. I mean, maybe it'll be one of those films that will grow on me more a second time. I mean, I can't tell you how many times that happens. Usually if a film's just ho-hum, well, I wouldn't say usually, but a lot of times if a film's ho-hum and I watch it a second time, I'll, like it a little bit more. And I'm sure this will be the case because I love James Stewart. I mean, he's good in it. I didn't think he was great. I liked him a lot better in Vertigo and certainly liked him more in It's a Wonderful Life. But he's okay in it. Grace Kelly, she's good. She's nice to look at. No question there. But, guys, I'm honestly, I'm only going to give this film a 5 out of 10. I mean, I know I'm probably going to get a lynching in the comments. But I really just don't understand all the love the film gets. And maybe you can help me understand. Maybe you could comment below and explain it to me, like people that really know more about this film, because I haven't researched anything on this. I haven't read any reviews. I went into this film totally blind. The only thing I knew about it is that people really did. I kept hearing this title every time Alfred Hitchcock's name came up. So if you can't explain to me, the love of this film, what do you get from it? Why is this film looked at the way it is? Because I'd like to know. So yeah, guys, I guess that's it. I won't ramble on. I hope you all are doing well. Have a good one, guys. Later.